first and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Connor up the middle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And Murray's going to keep this. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mariota. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Let's take it at around the 40. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport. Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Record this season so far, man, is 9-4, I think. Pretty sure. Now about to be. I should have hit the hike button, of course. That sucks.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he gets it down to the 32. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. On the draw, Connor. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete.
Oh, well. I was hoping to get a first down, get Murray another touchdown, but we'll take the victory.
Titan football on the turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Mariota again. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ortiz. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. back to Henry. Now Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
That one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one...
Wow, now that was one of the biggest blowouts we've been a part of. The Titans are definitely struggling coming in, so...
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air.
Man, but wait till you see the numbers on James Conner. And he was a beast.
So for the Cardinals, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver.
35 for 242, 4 touchdowns. And his longest was a 31-yarder, had 2 20-yard runs. He was all over the place. Yeah, they picked up Mariota again. Second time. Second stint. Overall, Cardinals, look at the passing. Only missed 3 passes. Did throw a pick, but it was all Conner. Welcome back, Jolly. Cool School. How you doing, man? Just missed us blow out the Titans. Look at Connor's getting an upgrade here. We're going to go power back since he's our touchdown machine. Saucy Prod. I get so confused with people, so many names. But anyway, how you doing, man? Look at that. That's big. 10,000 XP for rushing for over 200 yards that game for the offensive line. Yeah, no doubt, man. Losing like that on a field goal. I mean, I go back and I look at the game. I got the highlights up. Yeah, just some careless mistakes really killed us in that game. We've been on a roll since, so I take a look at the schedule here. Yeah, man. It's hard to get to it. However, do you have a... You don't need 1K to stream, you know that, right? You got me. Only thing I could think of is the computer just trying to allow themselves to cheat. That's how they do. Here's a look at the schedule. This is since the loss last night. We beat the 10-2 Steelers. And then the Niners, they're not good. And then the Titans, we just beat. And James Conner just had a monster game. 4 touchdowns. Got the Cowboys next. Seahawks should be an easy game. The Lions will be tough. Cowboys going to be a tough game. I'm actually, because Connor did so good, I'm going to put a highlight package together just for his game. Every run, all 4 touchdowns. Right now, that's where he sits. 21 touchdowns. Again, I think the record's 27, 28 overall maybe. But that's what we're trying to break. I take screenshots of all these game logs. Top passing leader. Let's take a look, man. Since you asked, Connor, 577 yards after contact. God bless. So that is crazy. That's got to be a record. All right, let's look.